On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids milking, 7 swans swimming, 6 geese flying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. It's the 9th day of Christmas, and today's gift is, you guessed it, 9 ladies dancing. Yes, so we're going to have a boogie on our mat in today's practice. Come to a standing position, feet hip width, a slight softness in the knees, a slight bend. Roll the shoulders back. Find a comfortable space, maybe rocking forwards and back on the feet. And then gently finding that central space where you feel strong and tall. Imagine there's a string going through the whole of your body, pulling you up. As you roll those shoulders back, lift the chest, standing proud, and then maybe closing down the eyes and taking 3 deep breaths in your own time. Probably the deepest that you've taken this far today, wherever you are, and whatever time it is. And I want you to think about a dancer. That might look different for each of us. I've been watching a lot of Strictly recently, so ballroom dancers or ballet dancers, or even that relative on the dance floor at a wedding. And I think what dancers have in common is not only that kind of ability to show emotion and really kind of get into it on the dance floor, but it's that confidence and poise. And that's what I would like you to embody today. Finding that kind of confidence and poise, an upright position as we move through our flow. So channeling that inner dancer. So slowly start to open the eyes. And we're going to begin by rising onto the tiptoes. Rise the arms above you, fingers touch above you as you find this kind of circle shape. Can you go really tall up onto those tiptoes? Feeling those ballerina point vibes. Take one more breath here. And then release the heels down to the mat. Inhale, rise your arms up above you to that shape once more. This time, take your right hand down and across the chest as left arm comes over, finding a side bend. Maybe you gaze up towards that left arm. So finding these lovely shapes as you move through, channeling, I say that inner dancer, but maybe you're an outer dancer. Maybe you're dancing away already. So apologies, it doesn't just have to be inner, it can be very external as well. And then can you take it back, so bring that right arm all the way back up as the body straightens, and then as you start to lean over to the left, that left hand comes around and across the belly. Finding that nice little shape, those curves of the body, maybe gazing up towards that right elbow. And then coming up to center, bringing left arm up. One more time to the other side. So start to side bend to the right, right arm comes down and across the chest. Try and relax the shoulders, even though you're kind of actively pressing your arms away. Try not to let the shoulders creep up to the ears. Inhale, take it back to center, right arm comes up. Side bend to the left, left arm comes round. Lovely. Keeping a slight bend in the knees, a bit of a softness. And then rise all the way back up. Release the hands down. We're going to find a little bit of a flow standing here. So keep that softness in the legs. And inhale, rise the arms all the way up. Exhale, can you bring the elbows wide and find a cactus shape? Roll those shoulders back, press the chest up and forward. Think of that poise, that real, find the actual shape that dancers do. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, take the arms out as you press the bum back, fold all the way down. Inhale, hands come to your shins, find a half lift, roll the shoulders back, reach the chest forward. Exhale, take it down to your forward fold, dangling here. Inhale, rise the arms all the way back up. Exhale, take the elbows wide, roll those shoulders back. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up. Finding the fluidity, the movement. Exhale, send bum back. Fold all the way down. Inhaling, hands come to shins, finding a half lift. Exhale, release it down. One more time like this. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale to find that cactus shape. Inhale, rise the arms, really stretch them up. Exhale, take the bum back, arms wide, flow all the way down. Now this time stay here in that forward fold just for a second. Maybe really releasing the tip of the head down, finding that really lovely fold through the body. And then step back with the right and left foot to find a downward facing dog. Yeah, spread the fingers wide, press the hips up to the ceiling, maybe finding some walks out through the legs, maybe some opening of the hips, some shaking, some nodding of the head. Anything that feels good. And then with your next inhale, rise your right leg, bend the knee, open up that hip, making these lovely, gorgeous, curvy shapes. Here for the dancer, reach that right knee tall. And then can you bring that right leg all the way through, step it between the hands, lower the back knee. Now keep the hands around this front foot. And I want you to think about pulling the legs together, this magnetic energy. And then tuck your chin into your chest and start to rise all the way up, lifting the arms. Yes, in your lunge here. Keep zipping those legs together. So feeling like they are a magnet, or they each have a magnet that's pulling towards one another. And then exhale, release the hands by your side. Either stay here, palms facing towards you, little fingers back. Roll the shoulders, reach the chest up, thinking up and over. Or maybe you clasp the hands behind you and you use that to roll your shoulders back a little more. Think still about pulling those legs in towards each other. A lot going on for one more breath. And then with your next exhale, releasing the clasp. If you've got it, hands come around that front foot. Press the left hand into the mat. Inhale, rise this right arm. Lift it up, twisting to the right. Peel that right hip back behind you, like you're finding the spotlight. So really reach that arm back. Where's my light? I need my light on the stage as the dancer that I am right now. Exhale, release this right hand down to the floor and step all the way back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Maybe exhaling to sink the heels a little closer towards the floor. And then inhale, rise your left leg high, bend the knee, press the knee up towards the ceiling, heel in towards the bum, opening the hip, and then step the foot through between the hands. Lower your right knee. Keep your hands on the ground around that foot as we slowly start to peel this up. So bringing the legs together, feeling the magnets as we draw the legs in as if they were going to come and meet together. Tuck chin into chest and roll yourself up. Keep pulling those legs in. My legs are shaking. Really find that like magnetic attraction between the legs. And then release the arms, either keeping your hands here, little fingers facing back, rolling the shoulders, lifting the chest up and back. So not just folding back, up and back, or finding the clasp opposite thumb on top. So the way that feels a little strange, and finding that clasp reaching the chest up and over. Keep magnetizing those legs together for one more breath. And then release the hands around the front foot. Right hand comes into mat, left arm rises. Find that light, that spotlight. Peel that left hip back behind you. Find the twist over to the left. And then exhale to release that left hand all the way down. Step back into your downward facing dog. As we inhale, rise the right leg high, and exhale to step it through between the hands. Ground your back foot. Warrior two, rise all the way up. Right toes facing forward, left toes to the side. Reach the arms out. That knee is pointing over the little toe side of the foot. Find this pose, proud and strong. And that's the thing about when you watch a really good dancer, they have this ability to just be like, this is me. Here I am. I'm going to take up space here. And then flip the front palm. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, take it back. Reverse warrior. Keep the legs the same. Now as we exhale, we're going to take this right arm all the way over to right thigh. Left arm comes overhead. Peel that left hip back, side angle. And then we're going to move this a bit quicker between those two poses in something I like to call dancing warrior. So let's take it all the way back, but remember the arm movement from earlier. So left arm crosses over belly, right arm comes back. As you reach back, keep the legs the same. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, right arm across belly, left arm overhead, bending towards the knee. Yes. Inhale to come up to center. Exhale, take it back. Finding this movement with your breath, as big or as small as you would like. Something that feels like a little bit of a dance to you. Yes. Lovely. The next time you come back through center, find that warrior two. We're going to turn to the top of the mat, reach both arms up in a high lunge, and then step the left knee into the chest. Take the foot back towards the bum. Left hand holds big toe side of the foot, right arm up in the air. Now start to press your foot into your hand. Press the hips forward. Foot into hand as much as you can, and then maybe you start to fold over a little, but press the foot as far as you can into the hand first. Take one more breath here. Your dancer pose, how could we not? Would be rude not to with 8 dancers dancing. Ladies dancing. So dancers, bring that knee all the way back in and step it down beside the right. Inhale, let's lift the arms. Exhale, take them out wide as you send the bum back, fold all the way down. Inhaling, hands come to shins. Find a half lift. Exhale, release, step left and right foot back. Downward facing dog. Now we've got one more optional pose here. We're lifting that right leg. Now, if you would like to take a child's pose, I'm getting out of puff. I think if I was in a class, I would take a child's pose. Otherwise, you're lifting that right leg, bending the knee. You're starting to take that right leg over to the left, come up onto right fingertips. Maybe you take the right foot all the way to the floor, toes to the ground, reach that right arm back, lift the hips high, wild thing. A lovely dancer expression of a pose. Yes. Now place that right hand back down to the mat. I was sure that my hat was going to finally go then. And place the right foot back down, downward facing dog. Maybe on the next time. It feels very loose on the head. I'm amazed we've got this far with it staying on. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it through between the hands, ground your back foot. Rise all the way up. Warrior two. Really spread wide here, take up space. Release the shoulders from the ears, maybe gazing back towards that back hand. Check where the arms are. And then flip the front palm, reach it forward, take it all the way back, keeping the legs the same. Reverse warrior. Yes. Now take that left arm all the way through and onto left thigh as right arm reaches overhead. Side angle. Keep the legs the same, I know. It's a lot to ask. Please, bear with me. It won't be long. We're going to come back up to centre and we're going to find some movement with that. So reaching right arm across belly, left arm back behind. Dancing through this. Inhale to come up to centre. Left arm comes across belly, right arm overhead. Yes, inhaling up to centre and exhaling out to each of those expressions of the pose. Keep this moving with your breath, which might be slightly quicker now. We've warmed up fast. And then the next time you come back through centre, Warrior two, turn to face the front, find your high lunge, reach the arms up, step this right knee into the chest, then send the foot back to the bum, right hand grabs a hold of big toe side of the foot, left arm lifts, press the hips forward, press the foot into the hand, and then maybe that foot starts to press and find that curve in the back, your dancer pose. Keep your eye on something still to help with the balance and keep the breath going, however tough it feels. We're nearly there for 3, press foot into hand for 2, for 1, and then bring right knee into the chest. Place it down beside left. Oh yeah. Rise the arms all the way up. Exhale, send the bum back, fold. All the way down, inhaling, hands to shins, find a lift. Exhale to release, step left and right foot back, downward facing dog. Now again, option to find a child's pose to stay in your downward dog, or to reach your left leg high, bend the knee, start to get light on the left fingertips, and then left foot starts to cross over to the right hand side on your tiptoes. That right foot is on the side now. Press the hips high, maybe releasing that arm back behind you. I think she's still got a hold of her hat. What a winner. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then gently bringing that left hand down to the mat, finding your downward facing dog, sending your knees wide, bum back to heels, child's pose. And just relax your arms. No need to keep them active and reaching forward. Find a bit of a resting space here. Maybe thinking about those dancers when they come to still moments and just how still they are. Just the breath, the only movement. Take one more breath here. And then really gently look up towards your fingers, walk the hands back towards you. And we're going to come and sit back on our heels. So you might sit on your heels. This might not feel comfortable. You could come to a cross-legged position. We're going to be lifting the hips up and down, which is probably easier sitting back on your heels, but whatever floats your boat. If this does not feel comfortable, then that's cool. Left hand is going to come to the floor wherever you are. Press the hips high as you reach the right arm over. And we're just finding a little motion in the ocean here. Release the hips down and then reach that right arm to the side, left arm up. Reach the hips. Yeah, left arm to the side, reach the hips up, right arm back. And just find this movement however you would like it. You could be very expressive here. You could use the whole of these movements to find some wonderful shapes. Yes, as big or as small as you would like it. Go for it. The beauty, right, of practicing alone. Although I know lots of you will have pets and kids and partners watching you with complete dismay. Let's just do this a couple more times. And then the next time you come back through center, sitting back on the heels and maybe closing down the eyes, palms facing up, finding your breath, noticing the energy racing around through the body. And gently back open your eyes if they were closed. We're going to come to a little like mermaid sitting on a rock type pose. So the right foot is in like a cross-legged position. Left foot is kind of pointing back behind you. Right foot and left knee kind of meeting. Something like this. You can always find a seat here as well if that doesn't feel comfortable. Sukhasana will work just as well. And then reach your left hand to the side, reach the right arm up, find a twist. You might just feel it intensifies a bit more if you're sitting like this. There's slightly more going on than when you're sitting cross-legged. So just feel what is needed for you. If you need not this, find that seated pose and find this side bend. Maybe reaching your eyes up towards the right arm. And then wherever you are, taking that right hand down and back behind you on fingertips. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee, find a twist. Sitting up tall. Taking a deep breath. And then gently coming back to center. Now, I'm not entirely sure that this is going to be as graceful as I think in my mind. Elegant I was going for. We're going to go to the other side. I was thinking sweeping. Oh Lord, lost my mic. That's not elegant at all. Sweeping the legs over to the other side. Who knows, you might have really swept and really felt that elegant feeling. I don't know, I surely was not. But anyway, we've now got left foot in front, right foot behind. However you need to get there. I mean, that is definitely my style of dancing, like clumsy and invasive, I was going to say. Oh dear Lord. Right hand comes down to the right side of the mat, left arm all the way over. I mean, we're on like the 9th day of Christmas now. So I feel like it's fair. There must be a time where you start to lose your marbles. You're getting all these gifts. You've now got 9 ladies dancing. Like, where do you keep them? Because actually, this song, they're giving you lots of things. Who's got space for 9 ladies dancing in their house? I tell you, not me. Take one more breath here. And then release left hand down back behind you on fingertips. Right hand comes to the outside of left thigh. Find a twist here. Sitting up tall and exhaling to reach a little further. Finding a twist. Sitting up tall like that mermaid on a rock. Finding that grace, that balance. And then gently bring it back to center. You're just going to come and spread your knees as wide as the mat. Take the arms out long, finding your child's pose once more. And this is where I'm going to leave you today. So feel free to then roll over onto your back, take some final poses, take Ishavasana lying on your back, or stay here. I love this pose because it feels really like just me and quiet and comforting, kind of putting the forehead down, being almost in a little cave, a little space, all on your own. So whatever you would like. And I'll see you tomorrow for 10 Lords a leaping. Leaping. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to fit them in my house either.